Hey, what's happening, you mechanical maniacs? Hurst Quayzar here. Welcome back to another episode of Barn Bargains and Other Cheap Challenges. Well, I tell you what, the tinkering I've been doing on the 66 Nova is just about there. I took care of like the rear end piece here. Kind of stuck with just the normal metal look and kind of made these red, left the brakes red, of course painted the springs yellow. But kind of left it like that. I haven't updated the wheels. And by the way, instead of buying new pieces for it, I typically cleaned everything up and repaired everything to put it back on. Now the fuel pump I did replace with a high volume fuel pump. But hey, other than that, that was about all I've done. Okay, for our Moonhawk here, I've been taking a look at. So I was looking at the stats here. And was showing body 99%. I'm like, what the heck's going on with the body? So then I started looking around more and more, and they've got this front clamshell. So I had to take a look in the catalog, and that's what it is the brakes, the brake pedal, and the body must be up here. So let's go ahead and clean this up and stick that back in because that's going to be needed. Okay, so I missed a piece on here. Basically, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're gonna put the clamshell back in there. All right, now we should be at 100%. There we go. That's what we're talking about. All right, now for the rest of it, what we need to do is take the engine out of here and try to clean these things up here. So let's go ahead and put this up in the air. These wheels really need an offset, which I may want to try and do. I may try an offset for these. Won't be much of an offset, but I might give that a shot just to see if it works. Exhaust system good to go. These need to come out. Starter. Go ahead and take the transmission out, and then we'll drain the oil. So how are you guys doing this evening? I hope this video is finding you all happy and healthy. The Moonhawk here, we haven't done a drag version. And, you know, the mauve color on this is a little off to me, but that's what the classic creation workup is, right? So we are going to build it as is. And basically, we're going to probably sell this thing after we get it done. Who knows how much money I've stuck into it, but hey, let's pull the engine out of it. All right, now with the engine completely out, what am I looking for here? A couple of things I need just to buy. Windshield washer reservoir, gotta buy that. Power steering reservoir, gotta buy that. Okay, so I've got, the regular radiator, okay. Let's go ahead and take this. All of this needs to come out. And unfortunately, I can't repair any of this except for the battery itself. So let's go ahead and charge the battery. Ooh, 16%. That thing was on the fritz of being done. I can repair the starter. Oh, the transmission's bad? Yikes. Okay. I don't know if I have a gearbox for that, but might be interesting. All right, let's go ahead and put the engine on here. God only knows what parts I'm going to need for that. I already look at let's see, valve cover. Okay, so I'm going to need a transmission. Great. These pieces I have to buy because they will not repair. So let's just go ahead and get these pieces bought. Order them from Summit Racing. Okay, one of those, two of those. All right. Let's go in here. Probably under engines, I believe. Radiator. Oh, we've got only a couple left here, so what else did I need? Oh, fuse box. Okay, this might... Okay, I've got one cover, one fuse box. Well, I don't know if that one... Hang on. Hang on. This one can go back. All right. Because I don't know if this is even repairable. So let's go ahead and yank this out. Fuse box 37%, so that's good. All right, so let's repair what we can here. Radiator first. Fuse box. And its cover. There we go. Now we can throw that all back in there. Oh, I gotta get the brakes too. So let's... I'll get the battery off of here. Let's see what we got here. I should have something in here. Suspension and brakes. I think I have a few of these in here. I'm hoping so anyway. Tell me I have none. Oh my. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I'm going to find... I don't think I'm going to find one. So maybe I rob Peter to pay Paul here. Maybe I rob Peter to pay Paul. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm going to have to do here. Drain tool. Let's drain that out. All right, we're going to take it off of here. Now, yeah, I may end up buying a new one eventually for this, but I mean, that's my tweaking project car, so I could have went out to the junkyard and found one, but I was not in the mood for it right now. All right, let's get that in there. Battery's good to go over here. Looking good. We got stuck a little bit there, didn't we? That's all right. We can overcome. All right, so a couple of these. Oh, I bought one I didn't mean to. Buy some new fuses, some relays. All right. What else am I missing here? Do I have one? Nope. Maybe I'd bought an extra one. Oh well. Okay, so much for that. All right, let's clear out my inventory here of crap I don't need. These... I'll keep this. For some reason, it just keeps coming in. I'll get rid of this stuff here. Keep the starter. I'm going to have to find a gearbox. So let me see if I can find a gearbox. Don't know if I've got one or not, to be quite honest with you. Oh, my gosh. Is that it? Hot damn, I've got one. Amazing. All right, so now I can sell off that one. Not getting much money for that stuff, but that's okay. All right. Okay, time to put this thing in the air. Take a look at the underneath here. Now, this wheel doesn't have an ET on it, so the brake is kind of coming through a little bit. So I think if I put a little bit of an ET on it, the brake won't come through. It is, however, kind of going against the whole classic creation, building it back to the way it was. But I think I can have a little bit of grace to do that and make it look good. So let's get that out of there. Shock absorbers are just a pain in the balls because you have to buy the entire piece. And look at this. I'm already under 2 million. Under 2 million. I was so happy to be above that. I do have something in the parking, though, that I could sell. It's called the garage parts. Like, these are extra parts that I had gotten. I don't even know how I acquired these, but I've got them, and if I sold them, they do sell for a huge amount of money. Here, I'll show you what I got. So, again, I don't know where I came across this, but I could use the space. Garage decoration. Right? I don't know where I got it from. But this is what it is. This is all it is right here. It's supposed to have some wheels on it or something. So, I don't want it, right? But... hang on. Can I sell it? I may not even be able to sell it. There we go. Okay, if I sell it, it's going to... Look at it. An exorbitant amount of money. So, I can't just trash it. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. So, like I said, I don't know how the heck I got a hold of it, but I don't want it anywhere in my inventory. I'm going to move it back to parking. Just get rid of it because I don't want it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I guess I could sell it and then deduct the money from my income there. I could probably do that. I'll do that off camera though. All right, because you should be able to like offload some cash. But I don't want it. It's just taking up space, and I don't know how to get rid of it. All right. But if you'd saw it in the last episode when I was showing you how I paid 75 grand for the parking spot, now you know what it is. I think I tried selling off all the pieces altogether and it didn't work. So, if you guys have any suggestions for that, let me know. I'll get rid of it. It's just trash to me. All right. This is pretty much a go underneath here. I have not been keeping an eye on any of this stuff. Hoping it was good, but I haven't, like I said, I haven't been keeping an eye on it. Guess we will find out. Brakes. Oh, let's do this. Let's turn the brakes. I love this machine. I don't know how many times I have to say it. It's probably the best addition to this game that I've seen. I love the lathe. Being able to repair the parts is great. That lathe just adds a whole new level to it. Looks like I'm down a few pieces. That was going to be close because that was going to be awful. Okay. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a few pieces I need to find. Okay, these are not repairable, so that's not a big deal. Two of those, two of those, two of those. So let's go ahead and jump into the shopping list. Go ahead and get that. Two of those. Two of those. Two of those. Okay. Go ahead and get rid of these. Sell these off. Alright. What else can I not? Bushings. Okay, I'll get the bushings here in a minute. Let's go ahead and sell off all these bushings. Okay. suspension. I think it's 12, I believe. All right, all new bushings there. Let me grab that disc. I know I needed brakes. Okay, let's grab one of those. Pair that. Okay, what else do we have here? Tie rods, ends, front wheel hub. Let's go front. Front wheel hub. Done. Yay, so far I've done pretty good here. I haven't come across anything that I can't live without right now. Tie rods and outer tie rods need to be replaced. Always replace your suspension parts with new parts. Trust me from a guy that took something out of the junkyard. Doesn't last very long. Hey, I was cheap and I was looking for a quick fix. Okay, we need 2 of those. Sway bar can't be repaired. These can be, so front axle cover. Let's see if we got that in there. I'm sure we do. Front, let's go AX. Yep, there we go. Alrighty, we need brake pads ×2, and we need a sway bar. Alright, I think we've got all the elements to put this thing back together. Next up for the shock absorbers. So those all have to be bought new. So 2 of you, 2 of you, 2 of you. Yeah, nothing I can do but those. Those are just flat out going to have to buy. All right, did the steering rack? Yeah, steering rack was good. Love it. Everything's coming together. Love it when a plan comes together. Is that... is that steering rack? Yeah, it's 100%. Okay. I was going to say, it looks kind of rusty there. Okay, shock absorber. Yep, 12 bushings was the number. Oh. Freshly turned wheels, or freshly turned brake discs. Love it. Okay. Got to put the wheel on it, and that's the one thing we didn't separate. So let's go over here. We'll finish up the front end, and we'll do that. We'll tackle that piece. Where is that? Right there. Nice and shiny. All right. So I have been trying to do a few other types of videos. Like I've got the farming and supermarket video series going on. And I also have like the supercar simulator series supermarket. I've got all kinds of things going on right now. So I'm trying to get a feel for what everybody likes. So it kind of makes the channel, at least a little bit successful. I don't want to just throw out garbage that no one likes. But it seems like it's not, those types of games don't seem to be faring well. American Truck Simulator is going downhill fast for me. And I think it's just that people are just bored with it, maybe. Or just bored with me, I don't know. But, okay, so there's no ET on either one of these. Now, I could sell them, but... Tell you what. This is what I want to do here. 15-inch rim. I'm going to go buy a set. I'm going to ET them about 10. Think maybe, let's see here if I can find the rim. It's these right here. Two of them at 15-inch. It's a little over my budget. I do want an ET. Go an ET of 15. All right. Then I'll sell the other rims to try to offset the cost here. And what is my tires? 135, 115. Yikes. And what type of tire was it? The radial TAs, okay. The radial TAs. So, 2, 15. Well, it's supposed to be a 115. Okay, so that's not doing it, and I believe I do have, hang on. All right, let's see here. Let's go to the debug menu. See, I can do all kinds of things in here. I just don't use it very often. And what I need to find out is, thought it was on here for settings. Maybe it's in here. Settings. Display units. Where is... Screen resolution. Game. What I want is the tire sizes, but I don't see it anywhere. I don't remember where it's at. I've had it off. So, okay. Not quite sure where it's at, but I'm not going to be able to get the tires that I want, which are the 135 115s. What I can get is a 135 90. $135.90 is about as far as I can get. All right, so be it. All right. Hang on. This is ET. Let's go ET 5. All right. Well, I'm going to have to figure out where that setting is. I know it's in here somewhere. I know I've got it turned off. I don't know where, though. That's the problem. So I'll have to figure that out. Okay, let's see if an ET of 15 was enough to pull it off away from that. Yeah. Pulled it off the brake. All right. Pulled it off the brake and kept it in spot. So cool. All right. So a little bit of a problem with that. Yeah. Oh well. ET. I do want to go with ET 15. Yes. We'll go with that one. So I'm going to sell off this. 240. Oh well. A little bit of a loss on there. Sway bar, cylinder, the brake pads, the shocks. Okay. So sold off a little bit of that. I am. Oh wait, there he is. I am losing my butt on this thing, and I knew when I picked it up that I was in a deficit already because I paid more for the car than I should have. All right, I don't know how much clearance I have on the outside, but F15 seemed to do it. It's going to give the car a little bit more of a stance. Seeing as how we had a 115 up front, now we're just going to have a 90 up front. So it's like a 20, what is it, 20 millimeters? So let's look at the stance. Oh, doggy. You know, it kind of makes it look better, I think. I think so. Yeah, I think so. All right. So we have kind of enhanced it a little bit, but you know. Nice. Okay. Let's see here. We've got all those pieces. Now to tackle this. I really think this is going to be a beast. Let me tell you what. Do I have a Moonhawk? I do not. So let me put... Let's change the name. Moonhawk. Can't spell hawk. There we go. Now we got everything in there. Now I can tear apart the engine and not really worry about stuff. How's this going to look? 24%. Well, not too bad. I'm okay with that. The carbs look good. Some of this stuff looks really good. I want to get down here. The block. Well, the block looks like it's in decent shape too. So I'm not really worried about it. And 24%. Okay. So this may not be too bad of a build. May have a valve cover. Not entirely sure. Right now, it looks like that's the only thing I need. Oil pan is always something that you can barely find on some of these cars, either in the junkyard or elsewhere. So that was a big bonus. All right. That doesn't get repaired. Water pump does. All this stuff looks like it's in pretty good shape. Fuel filter does not get repaired. This is going to be a quick teardown, that's for sure. Okay, so do we have clips? By golly, we've got clips on both sides of this. Okay, 14%. So I'm going to have to get a clip at least. At a minimum. Okay, so yeah, at least one clip. So far, a clip and a valve cover. Not doing too bad, actually. spark plugs missing. Something else I would like to be able to turn down is the clutch plate. Put it on there at least to true it up. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. Something to true up. Okay. Yeah, these are going to take a while. Where will we be without WD-40? Man, what a lifesaver that stuff is. Alright. No matter what, push rods, rockers, all this stuff gets repaired, so it doesn't really matter to me what there is. I could take them and stick them in the warehouse. But usually what I did for that's most of those parts are for the Trash to Track series that I do. So, okay, oil filter. So we just did a Trash to Track not too long ago and was pretty successful with it actually. I was actually surprised. I don't think we had a door or a fender, but hey, we got it around the track in less than 2 minutes. It was in pretty decent shape. We had to buy new tires for the back. I think that was a big help for that. But yeah, when we do a Trash to Track, we basically take something out of the junkyard and we just get it running enough to get it around the track. That is the deal for that. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's rotate you. How much damage is underneath here? Doesn't look too bad. So we're going to take this all apart. And that is going to be it for me for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging out with me. You see that we've got this all together. We'll repair some parts on the next episode and see what we need to replace anyway. Then we'll slap this bad boy back together, sell it, and probably go find a new project. All right? Okay, you guys take care, and I'll see you later. This is Quayzar saying goodnight, and I am out.